What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. My name is Death, and a massive patch just dropped today. With this patch came the start of the new season, so Season 1 has officially started, and with that came the rewards for the pre-season. So you should have your mounts, portraits, and gold. Another major addition in this patch is the brand new hero Medivh, and as with all new hero releases, we're going to take him into a bot game to read through his abilities and talents to see how they work. If you're looking for a game against other players, then stop back in later in the week. So, without further delay, let's get into a game.
Let the games begin.
Alright, so here we are in the Cursed Hollow. Typically I would go over what my team is, but we're just going to bring up the screen really quick so you guys can check it out at home. Okay, so our abilities really quick. We're just going to go through these. I'm trying to figure out who I should probably lane with. Let's do it this way. This looks good. Okay, so our abilities really fast. Our trait is called Raven Form. Instead of mounting, Medivh can transform into a raven, increasing movement speed by 15%. While transformed, Medivh can see and fly over all terrain and is immune to all effects. I wonder if we could have flown out. Okay, we could not fly out. They did change that. So you can fly over like trees and stuff. That's pretty dang cool. So that means that our Z is the cancel and go into Raven form. That's kind of neat. Alright, and I think that we can't be immune to all effects. I don't think we can be damaged. Let me just double check. Yeah, I actually cannot be damaged right now. Alright, so our Q is called Arcane Rift. So this is going to send out a arcane wave. Cool. So this does some damage, and if it hits a hero, it reduces its cooldown by 5 seconds and refunds 30 mana. So the idea here is that we should be able to pretty much slam down an enemy hero. Oh yeah. Self-cast it on ourselves, get protected. Can we hit him? It travels pretty fast too. It travels pretty fast. Okay, our W is called Force of Will. Basically, we can protect an ally, making them from all damage for 1.5 seconds. They do not become invulnerable, it looks like. We just protect them from damage. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Our E is called Portal. Create a set of portals between you and the target location, allowing allies to teleport between both. The portals last 6 seconds. And my cat is here to say hello to everyone. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hit these guys up. Oh, no. Okay, the portal's pretty quick. It's got a 20-second cooldown, so that's not too bad. How fast do we go in Raven form? It takes some casting time. Okay, good to know. Alright, so let's go and take a look at these talents. So Mana Adept, increase the Arcane Rift mana refund by 100%. Not too bad. I don't really think that's going to... Oh, we can actually pick up globes in our mount form. Okay. I don't think it's going to be that necessary, but I know that there's a lot of talents for this. Stable Portal, increase the portal duration by 50%, so it stays up for 6 seconds. So that means it'll stay up for 9 seconds then. So pretty good. Pretty good amount of time. This will allow you a lot more flexibility with the ability. Portal Mastery, place both portal locations. I think we're going to take that. And Raven's Intellect, increase mana regeneration by 100% while in Raven form. We're going to go with Portal Mastery just to play around with this. Okay, next talent here. Mage's Armor. So I wonder, do we... Okay, that's kind of cool. And then we can use our trait then. How do we deactivate it? Oh, it must be like when we have one placed down. Okay. Mage Armor. Using a portal grants block. That's not too bad, I guess. That's not too bad. I guess we should probably go up there and help our team. Oh, I canceled it. Okay, Bird's Eye View. Permanently increases Raven Form's vision by 25%. We can activate our vision again to get... to get an extra boost of vision. And Dust of Disappearance. Activate to reveal enemy heroes in the area. I like that. However, we're going to take Bird's Eye View. That's what we're going to do. So I think I'm going to try and do something weird here. Like, put this down here. Put this out there. Hello. Okay. So I'm digging this so far. I'm digging this so far. I don't think that I've chosen the right talents, but so far, you know, we'll obviously see more once we get to play. I don't think I can interact with this. No, I can interact with the pool. That's really awesome. We're going to go ahead and put that on her. I'm going to have to actually deactivate the form to drop out of the birdie form. I really am enjoying that. I think the portal is going to be his big thing. I really do. However, excuse me. However, Where was it? So it's top middle, now it's bottom left. That means it's going to be on the right-hand side for the next one. I don't know if it's going to be top or bottom, but it's going to be right-hand side. I know that for sure. Wonder if we can do this and then put this one here. We can. That's kind of cool. I am really, really digging this. Nice. So I think that you're going to really have to coordinate with your team for the portals, because that is going to be your bread and butter. This 5-second cooldown for 1.5 seconds of not taking damage is pretty sweet. Okay, this talent here. Let's see what we have. Arcane Charge. Crap. It's alright. Try not to let my team down here. Alright, so Arcane Charge, what does this thing do? Arcane Rift deals more damage after hitting a hero. So, basically, next Arcane Rift deals 25% more damage. I could see that being a useful ability if you were looking for damage. The Master's Touch, hit 35 enemy heroes with Arcane Rift without dying. The reward is 100 bonus damage. That is pretty sweet. Arcane Explosion, the first time Force of Will absorbs damage, it will deal 251 damage to nearby enemies. So that damage is obviously going to go up. Or Raven Familiar, using a portal grants a Raven Familiar. Okay, that just swoops out and attacks the next person. That's okay. We're going to go with... I would probably, in an actual game, either take one of these two, but I think we're going to take Arcane Explosion just for the lulz. Okay, I'll pick it up for you. Because it looks fun. So we're going to do that. Alright, so we're going to do some cheekiness, and we're going to do this, and we're going to teleport through, and there we go. We're going to deal damage to the structure now. Get out of here, Gina. I don't know what this bot is doing. Oh, they're waiting for their allies. We're going to protect ourselves from the damage, and we exploded. Nice! I don't know that it was... I got you. I got you. This portal's going to be so awesome. Okay, so our choice for heroic, we have Polybomb, which basically is the bouncing polymorph. You put it on somebody, then after 2 seconds, basically get polymorphed and silenced and all that fun stuff, and then after 2 seconds, it will wear off of them. If somebody else is in range of that, it will bounce to them, and it bounces indefinitely. Leyline is basically a skill shot that essentially puts people into a stasis. What are you doing, Tracer? Alright, so we're gonna go Polybomb, just because I want to see how this works. Oh, no! No! This is actually kind of funny. Okay, so I don't expect it to ever work like that in an actual game, but that was very funny. Okay, we're gonna go back. That was hilarious. Okay, at this talent here we have Quickening, reduces portal cooldown by 50%. So this takes it down to a 10-second cooldown. Increases portal's range by 50%. Its range is already pretty long, so I think that that's a little excessive, but can allow for some really crazy fun stuff. And Winds of Celerity, increase Raven Form's movement speed by 100%. So I think that in an actual game, I'd take either Quickening to reduce portal's cooldown, or the portal range. I would have to play with those more, but I would think we're going to take Winds of Celerity, so we get that extra movement speed. And we get a ton of vision, so you can be like, vision for everyone. I like it. So we can do some really crazy stuff. It looks like we cannot put portals down when we are over top of locations, but we get a lot of stuff to do. Yes, we do. All right, so I'm actually trying to just buy some time right now because I want to see most, if not all, of the talents. So we're gonna do something like this and something like this. Oh no! Oh no, what did you do? Oh no! Oh no! I'm not playing this game with you. I'm not playing this game! Okay, I'm just using the abilities just to see them. Alright, we're gonna head up this way. So it looks like the Polybomb is only a 40-second cooldown. So I'm actually kind of surprised at how low the cooldown is. They have a Medivh. I didn't even notice that. You're not getting away from me. Alright. So, Medivh is technically a ranged specialist. However, while he is a ranged specialist, you can actually auto-attack out of this, I just want to point out. He is more a support-style specialist. Can I save her? Oh my word, I just saved her life. She should be ever thankful, because I saved her. That's what I do. Unfortunately, we do have a Sergeant Hammer, so this is going to be a very short game. Polybomb. Alright, the Polybomb is just fun. Be clear. Polybomb is just fun. Okay, level 16. We have Circle of Protection. An untalented Force of Will is also applied to allies near the target. That's kind of cool. Enduring Will increases Force of Will's duration by 33%. That might be massive. And Reabsorption. Force of Will upon expiration. Force of Will heals the target for 50%. Whoops, I guess I can't actually take this in birdie form. For 50% of the damage it absorbs. So I think for this specifically, we are going to take... I actually like Reabsorption. I think that Reabsorption, you'll get the most value out of it if your team understands how your Force of Will will work. But if your team doesn't quite get that, then you're not going to see nearly as much out of it. I think that its duration is a little short, too, to get the most out of it. See, it's not that big of a heal. Get polymorphed. No! I don't know what it is in my team, man. They are, like, all about going in. They're all about going ham. Ham and bologna. Alright. I'm actually out of mana. So, it looks like the mana regen one might not be a terrible choice, just because... Yeah, I'm gonna retreat, too. Retreat! I'm kind of just buying time, too. Kind of just buying time. I want to see all the talents. All the talents. And I want to see how they play out. So I think that the Reabsorption one is cool. However, I think the duration might be a little too low to really get maximum effect out of it. I think that's the sad part about it. I like a little Raven Medivh.
Keep eliminated.
Little icon there. It's pretty cute. Pretty cute. I really haven't had a chance to use too much of the portal. I think a 10-second portal cooldown is amazing. Nice. Sorry, Medivh. You're going down, buddy. So we're just gonna do that. Shield her. Nice. And GG. Alright, cool. So we didn't see the level 20 talent. It's pretty standard, though, not being able to see the 20 talent. We're going to go ahead and check that out now, though, and see what exactly they deal. We're also going to look at the talents I went with and sort of theorize a few other things. Okay, so the stats, they do actually show the amount of healing that you've done as Medivh. Now, I only did 8,000, so it's really not that big, but I think as people learn how to play around with your abilities more, I think that a lot of it comes down to you and your team understanding exactly how your abilities work. But here's what we went with. We went with Portal Mastery, so we can put a portal down in front of us and put another portal down somewhere else, so it's no longer at our feet. I don't necessarily think that this is a necessary talent. I think that it's cool. I think that you can get some cool plays out of it, but I think that you're going to have a lot easier time. I don't know. I think that this could be a very strong talent if you use it in the right situations. We also went with Bird's Eye View. I actually like this one, just because I didn't use it much, but in an actual game, Vision will be massive, and it's 200% for 5 seconds on a 30-second cooldown. That's pretty good, and it increases your vision by 25%, which means you can put your portal out a little further. Arcane Explosion, it's just fun, We went with Polybomb. I actually think Polybomb might end up being your go-to. I don't know. I have to play with the Leyline one a bit, but I was wrong about the Chromie one when I talked about that one, where I thought the Sands of Time was going to be the most important one, when in fact it was the reverse time one, where you put it down on a location and send somebody back to the location like 3 seconds later or something. That's actually the better one. So I'm going to hold off my judgment on the actual heroics until I play with both of them. So then we went with Winds of Celerity. I actually like the movement speed for this. This allows you to get more vision and see more of the battlefield. And in conjunction with Bird's Eye View, you're going to get a lot of extra vision for your team. Reabsorption, I don't know about this talent. I really just don't know about this talent. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the level 20 talents really quick. So you have Glyph of Polybomb. Polybomb explodes 1 second sooner, and the spread radius is increased by 25%. So this means that it's going to be harder for the enemies to spread for it, and it's going to go off much sooner. So Medivh Cheats, this is the one where stasis effect lasts 33% longer, and you can redirect the wave. I believe it's only one time whenever you activate it. So you shoot it out in a straight line, then you can redirect it another way. Guardian of Tirisfal. I think this one sounds really good. This allows your Q to instantly kill minions and catapults. Now think about that for a second. So if you are on a map and the enemy has a massive push, well, you use one of your Qs, and that entire wave is gone. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. I'll have to play with it, but that's just crazy. The Q is quite expensive. I believe it's 30 mana or something like that. It's very pricey. Let's take a really quick look. It's 60 mana. I'm sorry, it's 60 mana. And you refund 30 of that back when you hit a hero. So it's very expensive. But, I mean, instantly killing an entire wave is pretty crazy. Arcane Brilliance, activate to instantly restore 200 mana to all nearby allied heroes and grant them 10% ability power for 10 seconds. This seems pretty good if you're in a team full of mages. The 200 mana back, it'd be cool. It allows you to stick in those fights a little bit longer, especially if you're going into it not at full mana. However, the 10% ability power is pretty massive. If you have like double mage in your team or something like that, that might be really big. I'm not sure how it's going to work in the current meta though, because it seems to be taking a more focus towards, only having one mage in your team and really pumping out the extra damage via a secondary tank or melee assassin, but, we'll see. Invisibility, this is a, let's see here, charge cooldown 10 seconds, stealth and ally heal for 20 seconds. That's kind of cool. I'm just curious how many charges it holds. So, basically this allows you to put somebody into like the cloak stance, into the stealth stance for 20 seconds. That's a pretty decent amount of time too. 10-second cooldown for the charges, that might not be too bad. I don't think that it compares to any of the other ones, but this isn't too bad. Let's go ahead and take a look at that 16 talent really fast. So reabsorption, I really feel like this is cool, but like without your team knowing exactly how to use it, I don't think that it lasts long enough. 1.5 seconds. Sure, if you soak up a big heroic, but beyond that, I just don't see it. I don't really see it healing that much during an actual fight. Although the other two definitely feel like you can get a lot of really great use out of them. So an Untitled Force of Will is also applied to all nearby allies. So near the target. So I'm curious like how big the radius is. If it's very small radius, it might not be worth it because depending on the enemy team, you might not be grouping up. But if it's at least a short radius, not a small radius, but a short one, I think you're gonna get a lot of use out of that. And Enduring Will, 33% longer. It's not too bad at all. I don't know if it's gonna be long enough to really warrant the talent choice. I'd have to play. This talent tier is one of those talent tiers where I'm going to play with him a bit more because at first glance, reabsorption would probably be your go-to choice just because the extra healing, but it only lasts for 1.5 seconds, and the person needs to know they're going to get healed afterwards. They have to understand they're going to take no damage during that, so they really need to go ham in there. But then you need to know that like once that shield's off, they need to back out because they're only going to get a little bit of healing. I don't know. It's one of those things where I think that the more people play with Medivh on their team, the more they'll understand how his abilities work. So you're going to see a lot more crazier plays. So all in all, I think that there are quite a few good choices. Quite a few good choices in this. This Arcane Explosion one was actually pretty good. The damage isn't super high, but I mean, think of it like this. If you hit 35 people without dying, your Q permanently does 100% more damage, and its cooldown is reduced by an additional 1 second when hitting a hero. That's pretty big. Pretty big. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this talent here. I like the Arcane Explosion. I don't think Raven Familiar is going to be my go-to choice just because it's only off of basic attacks and they have to use the portal. So if you're trying to do something weird where like part of your team jumps in their back line or something, then only they're going to get the extra attack. Whereas I don't know. I have to play with. There are a lot of talents in here that I'm going to have to play with a bit more before I give my true opinion of them. But all in all, I think Medivh is going to be very fun to play, and he's going to have... You're going to have a lot of fun playing him. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of fun figuring him out, too. I think that he is only going to be good when people learn how to play with him. Not as him, but with him. Definitely there's going to be a learning curve to playing as him, but your team needs to learn him as well. So, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think he's really strong, too. Very strong, actually. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I apologize for the ramble at the end. I still hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys next time with some actual player versus player gameplay. So, until then, I'll catch you all later.